everyone, this is Purnima and I'm going to discuss about advantages and disadvantages, or in other language I would say pros and cons to study MBBS in Russia. To know the complete details and the very truthful information, if you would like to know on this regard, you can watch my video till end to know the best information about MBBS in Russia. So let's start discussing the pros or the advantages to study MBBS in Russia. So the number one advantage would be the easy and fast admission process. So when you apply to MBBS in Russia, the application procedure will be very smooth and very easy, and it would be completely the hassle-free admission process. This would be the number of advantage to study MBBS in Russia, because you do not have to face the entry requirements. There are entry requirements, but that would be very limited and very easy. So every student, every Indian student who is qualified in NEET exam and who has completed the 12th grade with minimum passing marks of 50% will be able to get registered in Russia. So the admission procedure would be very smooth and very easy. Second pros of studying MBBS in Russia would be that the universities are quite affordable. So when I talk about affordable or affordability, that means the universities have very low tuition fee. You can complete your MBBS from Russia with bare minimum budget of 15 lakhs. So there are such universities which even allow you to complete your MBBS within just paying 15 lakhs of tuition fee for whole MBBS course, will resulting into a successful doctor. Third advantage to study MBBS in Russia would be that the country is completely corruption free, and you will not find, or you will never face any kind of disparity or corruption inside the university or inside the country as well. So the country is crime free and corruption free. The fourth advantage would be the topmost medical universities in Russia are really giving very good FMG passing rate. So during last consecutive years, many Russian medical universities has given around more than 75% of FMG passing rate. So the universities are quite giving a very quality study to the medical students. So the last advantage to study MBBS in Russia is that the universities or the medical education in Russia is completely complying with the NMC guidelines. They are completely following all the guidelines given by the National Medical Commission. So overall, it's a very good country to study medical course, and it is very safe to study over there for the Indian students who are willing to pursue their MBBS from abroad. So now moving ahead and talking about the cons of studying MBBS in Russia, which I mean to say the disadvantages to study MBBS in Russia would be, here are the three disadvantages that strike to my mind, and one out of all these disadvantages would be the language. So because Russia is not an English speaking country, the local language would be Russian, and since you are going to such a course wherein you need to discuss or you need to deal with the local patients, and hence you need to learn the local language as well, the course is definitely going to be in English curriculum throughout the years. But since during your MBBS after third year you need to interact with the local patients, because your clinical practices will begin after third year, and you need to know the basic Russian language. So language is a sort of a barrier here for the Indian students, because you need to focus on particular language subject additionally along with your MBBS curriculum. So this is one amongst the disadvantages to study MBBS in Russia. Second would be the unfavorable climatic conditions. Since we are in a tropical climate and we do not have a habit of to live in a temperature with minus 20 or minus 25 degrees. So yes, Russia is one among such country wherein you can expect the extreme climatic conditions, which will be quite unfavorable for some students, because the climate would go in winters around minus 20 or minus 21 or minus 22 sometimes. So talking about another disadvantage, that about the license exam, Russia is definitely complying all the NMC guidelines, and hence you need to pass the exit test for it. You need to pass the licentiate exam in order to prove your eligibility to practice in Russia, but that exam would be in the local language, which will be in Russian. So this is going to be a sort of disadvantage, or would say a con to study MBBS in Russia. So guys, these were the points that I wanted to discuss in my video regarding the advantages and the disadvantages to study MBBS in Russia. Now you can better decide if Russia would be the ideal destination for you or not. I hope you have enjoyed this information. Thank you so much for watching this video till end. Do like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel Eklavya Overseas.